Hello, welcome back to another special episode of Philosoweebs. 40 years of weeb here.
And I'm T-Cone.
Yeah. What's up, T-Cone?
What's up, 40 son?
Nothing, man. I'm super hyped because today we're talking about solo leveling.
Solo leveling. Fucking awesome show for sure.
My boy, Sun Jinwoo. Love him.
Hell yeah, he's the GOAT. He's so sick.
I love it, man. Dude, he starts off with this little teeny tiny little baby boy,
Yep.
turns into like Super Chad looking great. Everyone's just like, ooh, man. Yeah, his transformation, like when he turns sexy in the hospital, and all the nurses are like, "You seen this guy?" Everyone,
When did this guy
I
check
love it so
in?
much. Yeah, man, it's great. He didn't always
Nah.
look like a baby. Oh
No, I
man,
love when he goes to his sister's school for like Guardian Day and everyone's like hitting on him. And I'm pretty sure that I
yeah,
remember the teacher gave her number to him or asked for his number. It's fucking
I don't
funny.
remember. I don't remember, but that's great.
But
I love it. I know. Well, I know the nurse did. The nurse is like, "Can I have
yes,
your contact
yes,
info?"
yes, I remember
Yeah.
that.
And this dumbass is like, "Oh, maybe she wants to
She
contact
wants.
me about the test." It's like they got it. They've already got your number. She's asking for your number. Like, bro, you can like shatter things with your chest. Your chest has to look at something, and it's gonna go. Like, dude's huge. It's great.
Yeah,
It's one of my favorite things about the show.
he's
And it just keeps
he's
going throughout.
yeah. No, he's awesome, man. I mean, when we left the movie, I think I remember we were talking about like, I mean, him as a person, obviously, but like, yeah, like he's such like an inspiration because he's just so ripped, and sick, and it's like the progression system of the show is like somewhat like realistic. I mean, it's like a video game, obviously, but it's like do push-ups, go for a run, do this. I'm like,
Yeah.
if you do that
One
in real
Punch
life,
Man.
you are gonna get pretty ripped. So I mean, maybe you can't take down a hellhound, but you'll be jacked at least.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, man. It's so fun. It's just so fun to watch him like turn because like I mean all these shows are power fantasy, right? It's not like a
Absolutely.
new concept,
Yeah.
but this one I personally find so much fun.
Yeah. No, they did it
Yeah.
really well, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean every battle is like more hype than the last. When he fights, damn it, I can never remember his name. The dude from the Hunters Association, the guy who tries to kill him.
Oh, I don't remember his name either.
Kong? Was it Kong? I don't know. It doesn't matter. But that's probably my favorite fight because they're mirrors of each other, and they both are just. I guess I'm attracted to just a fast shit.
Oh
Dude,
yeah,
just zipping around the
absolutely.
street, right?
Yeah, I mean, hey, Flashy. I feel like everyone loves Flashy, right? So.
Yeah. Especially the dude from Blue Lock. It all comes back to Blue Lock. So I don't know, man. What do you want to talk about? Because like, there's a few things I want to touch on in the show, but like, I like talking about the characters first because
um.
he's fun.
Yeah, I mean,
You know.
mainly I want to talk about Sung Jin Woo. I mean, so I just in my notes I want to talk about. I have how he deals with murder, right? How he deals with coming to terms with killing people, right? I also had a real world example that I wanted to talk about, which was just randomly I was thinking, right? I was actually in line getting groceries, and someone was talking about, or like the cashier was having a conversation with the guy, and he's like, "Oh, you hear the news about this guy shot someone, like walking to a courtroom and shot him or whatever?" He's like, "It's crazy nowadays, man. You can't be like, it's like scary to go outside. Like you never know what's gonna happen." I'm like, and in my head when I heard this, I'm like, you know, we think this, but like it's really
Always
not.
been like this.
It's always been like this. Like we come from ancestry of just like pillaging and murder and war. Like it has always been crazy, and it has been way crazier in the past. At least now we have some substance of society. It used to just be like literal like takeover conquest, like the Wild West, right? Was like just literally walk into a bar, you could shoot someone, sit down, order a drink, right? Nowadays you can't do that, you know? So like
Out here.
it's interesting this whole idea of like um the
Well,
human.
these actions are being performed by people who either aren't thinking about the consequences or don't care.
Yeah.
There's no way these people oh no, they're going to jail.
Yeah,
They're
no.
gonna get.
I mean I get that, but I think it's like just the idea of like humans as a concept, like I think there is something in us that like likes to kill, or some maybe not likes to, but like it's just
It's in our
ingrained
nature.
in us, like to conquer each other, to kill each other. Like it is a part of us, I feel like.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know,
Interesting.
and that's why we have things like the Geneva Convention to try and protect people because they know they want to kill people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still happening. We talked about it in our last episode that
Yeah.
people are still trying to conquer and take over. It's
Absolutely.
just not happening here in America right now.
Necessarily.
Right, that we know of.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a
So,
bit of, there's always shadow games being played, you know. There's a lot of stuff we don't see that goes on.
yep.
Um,
Yeah, people with money,
yeah. Yeah.
people with money and power are doing things that we have no
You know,
idea.
that's another idea too, is like there's like a whole new like meaning to killing someone too. I mean, obviously like, you know, you can get murdered pretty easily, I feel like, but like now you can get like socially murdered too, you know? Like you can be put into super debt or whatever, you can be put into cancellation, right? Like being canceled. You can be, there's so many things like your reputation, right? In the laws of power, they talk about having a reputation and protecting it. And I feel like that's true nowadays, right? Like your reputation is just as important as your life, you know? Um, it's very interesting, but anyways, I feel like we're getting a little off track. We got to talk about
Oh, that's
Sung
good. This
Jin
is what
Woo
we're.
here.
Well, listen, we tend to, at least we try to make our special episodes lighter, but we still do call ourselves the Philosoweebs. We got it. If we're gonna talk life, it's gonna happen. What are we gonna say? No.
This is true.
All right. Um, no. But like, I mean, that's also what I wanted to talk about a little bit too. Is the killing? Because I mean, I've thought about it a lot in life. What it takes to kill somebody. Especially like I don't know about you, bro, but for me, like situationally, I feel like I could probably kill someone.
Oh yeah.
Um, so like it makes the philosophy of it like really wishy-washy, because you think morally all these years about, like, oh, I would never kill anyone, blah 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 blah,
Mm,
but then all of a sudden the dude's about to kill your mother or something.
yeah.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna
Mm,
kill that motherfucker.
yeah.
You're not gonna think about it. It's just gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
Or you're gonna freeze and you're gonna get killed.
Yeah.
Um,
Fight or flight. I mean, it's ingrained in us.
I mean, for a reason. You talk about that like. I was just talking about watching like The Last Kingdom last week. Uh, Bro, I mean, it's just you're living in your village. Your wife's over there with your daughter. Maybe they're picking berries in a bush or some shit, and you and your son over here digging a hole. All of a sudden, dudes on horseback come in and just fucking cut your wife down, run up, they cut you down, they take your kids and go.
Yeah.
That's life.
Yeah.
Like normal. Those kids, they tell that story when they grow up, and they meet 10 people, every 100 feet that say, "Oh yeah, me too."
Yeah.
You know, like, and we don't have to worry about that, right? Uh, like the
For the
society
most part.
society has changed in that way, right? But like, what are the you talk about debt and all these things, like,
Mm,
we went, sure, we have like that kind of safety, but we don't have, say, healthcare safety, things like that.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
money. Unfortunately, it all comes down to money, right? In our capitalist society, we just have to earn enough money to afford
Yeah.
everything that we might need. Which is, so like soul leveling. Let's take it back to soul leveling, right? In their economy. This is a world where dungeons sprang up. In the dungeons are magical items and resources that Earth doesn't have. So, of course, there's a lot of like uh, intricate rules and shit, delegating whose rights to what dungeon and who makes what money and all that stuff. And the people who go to those dungeons are magically ranked, right? And once you're ranked, you're stuck. Soul leveling is about the only person who can gain rank, right? So there's an immediate class system where the people at the bottom are really horribly shit on, and the people on top even say there's a line somewhere in there that says S classes are above the law because we can't hold them. We can't
Yeah.
stop them. We just have to let these people do what they do. Otherwise, they are going to crush the whole country.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You know? So, like, someone like Sung Jin Woo, he starts off on the bottom and, like, gives him that insight. So when he powers up, he looks out for the little guy the whole time.
Yeah.
Um,
That's his
I
source
guess I forgot the
of
general point
sympathy.
I was trying to make. But what was that? I'm sorry.
Well, I was just saying, like, his that goes back to what we were talking about before. Like, he has sympathy, he has empathy, from
Mm-hmm.
his experiences. I think what
It's
you're
because he's
trying
a
to get
family
at
man.
was what?
I was saying he's a family man.
Yeah, I think what you were trying to get at was, I mean, back to like the idea of just class systems and like just the hierarchy and, um,
Safety.
yeah, just if you're at the bottom, you're at the bottom. There's nothing you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Nothing you can do. So I think Sung's like a lot of part of his character. Like I don't think you've gotten far enough in the story, but like you find out that like his dad disappeared in a dungeon when he was like 10 years before, or like 8 years, something like that. Whatever,
yeah.
5 years. Who knows? Um, and his mom obviously is sick, so
Mm,
he's like raising his
his
sister.
sister. Yep.
So, like, I think a lot of his empathy comes from that. Like, losing his father, um, like, going into dungeons is a part of him looking for his father, you know, caring about people along the way.
Hmm.
Eventually, they do talk more about his father,
Yeah.
Ron. So, yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see that animated. I'm not sure if that'll be the second season. I don't think it will be.
Hmm. Yeah, that sounds dope.
He's an interesting character. It is. I mean, it's cool. The S classes, like, because as far as the show is concerned, we haven't seen the S classes like fucking get down to
Actually,
business
yeah,
yet.
get down to it. Yeah.
It's beautiful. The pages are just like destruction. When they're fighting in a city building, it's like like Dragon Ball Z shit.
Yeah,
Like just
yeah.
shit's getting destroyed. Oh, I can't wait.
That's
I
sick. That's
literally
gonna be
can't wait.
awesome. That's gonna be
Mm,
awesome.
yeah, yeah. My
Hell yeah.
favorite like mini arcs coming up. The Jeju Island raid.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the one I'm looking forward to.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Hell
man.
yeah.
Awesome.
I'm hyped. Did they say when season 2? Did they say when it was gonna release?
It's this season. It's coming out sometime in January, I believe.
Oh wow.
Oh, it's soon. Yeah, yeah.
That's fucking lit.
Um,
That's
then
awesome.
we saw probably the first 3 episodes in the movie.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That's like I'm like conflicted about that type of movie because I've seen a few movies like that where it's like a
Mm.
summary of the first season and then the first couple episodes.
Yeah.
I guess overall I like it just to see it in the theater. But, like if I knew, maybe I'd come a half hour late. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Next
yeah.
time,
For sure.
like just
Hey,
start skipping the shit.
hey, listen, from the guy who watched the first season, binged it again because you're like, you got to watch the first season so we can be ready for the movie,
I
and
like
then
the first season.
sat through the first season again. I
Yep,
was
yep.
so upset. I wasn't upset. I was like on the brink of like tears because I'm like, I just watched the whole
You're
first
bored. I know.
season.
You want to get the fuck out of there at
I
that
just
point.
watched the whole first season to pay to watch the whole first season again. This better have
Yeah, yeah.
something else. I was about
Well, because I
ready.
remember reading, I remember reading that it was not just like there was new shit. I
Yeah,
thought it was the whole movie. It was just the end.
got it.
You
Yeah.
know.
I mean, I was happy
I
with it at the
apologize.
end. No, you're good. You're good. It was still a
I
good
felt bad too.
experience. It was a
Mm,
good experience though.
yeah.
I left happy, so that's all that matters.
Um, Goblin Slayer did that, right?
Mm,
So like, I didn't watch the Goblin Slayer movie because I put it on and I was like, oh, it's just the first season again. I've seen this shit, and I kept turning it off. And then one of my friends had watched it, and he started talking about shit I hadn't seen. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And
yeah.
I've read that. That's in the manga, but and he's like, it's in the movie. What are you talking about? So I went over to the movie on, and I like fast forwarded, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah,
Sometimes
I
I'm
don't know.
weird. What are you gonna do?
Hey, stuff's weird, but
Yeah, shit's weird. It's true. It's true. Um, Yeah, like so first season of Soul Leveling is definitely like it's hype. You know, the action is great. But
Absolutely.
like having read the whole thing, like I know that the story wise, just nothing has happened yet.
Hmm.
You know, so like right now it is that like early character, thing.
Yeah.
Meeting him. What the hell's Jinho?
Yeah.
Guy Jinho, his partner there.
Yep.
He's an incredibly important character.
That's the old guy with
Um,
one arm, right? Oh no no no!
no,
That's the kid that starts the group. Yeah. Right.
yeah. The old guy is Song,
Yep.
Mr. Song.
Yep.
Uh, yeah, but like, I mean, that's just it's just cool. That's the bottom line. Soul Leveling is fucking cool, right? The fucking he fights Icarus. The fight is crazy.
That
He's
shit was
throwing them all
awesome.
around. It's nuts. And then like immediately after, he's got to fight for another fucking 5 hours or whatever, 4 hours. I mean, it's bonkers. It's a bonkers fucking story, and it doesn't ever let up. Like that's the thing about it. Like it constantly just it finds a way to make the gas go further and further through the floor.
Hell yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
God damn.
I still
Soul
I
Leveling.
I still remember being shook when he killed that guy and then turned him into what was it? Iron? Iron is his
I
companion.
believe that's what it was. Yeah.
I was so like I just didn't expect that, man. Like
I couldn't wait for that moment. I was like, yes.
is cold, man. He is a cold motherfucker.
But
Um
only the people
to
like that
deserve it,
guy.
I
He's
guess.
only
Yeah.
he's only cold to people. If you are a good person, he will give you anything. Look at all the other
Yeah.
people he saved in that
Oh
same
yeah,
situation.
absolutely.
It's because that guy was a fucking scumbag.
Hmm.
You do be dirty, bro, but do you dirtier. You know,
Yeah.
and I love it. It's what I love about him.
Hmm.
And like, and that's one of the complaints I had to you about the whole thing is like, he even talks about it. It's like I lost another part of myself. I'm going down this darkness.
Yeah.
It sets up this like whole edgelord shit that like, when I was reading it, I was like, is he gonna be a villain? Like, is this guy gonna turn eventually? Right?
Yeah.
Because that's like where it seems like it would go. Something. It doesn't actually go anywhere. This
Yeah.
mother, like, I say this as a spoiler because I don't give a shit. It's
Yeah.
it's the only bullshit thing about it. Like, it literally gets to a point where he just goes, "Nope, I'm gonna undo all this other shit so I can just save everybody and do everything myself."
Yeah.
Hey, bro, what is your darkness? Where's your darkness? What is this?
Yeah.
Fucking Dracula would never do that. He's a prince of darkness. What is
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my only complaint about it. It's a good story thread. He could have done something with it, but he just forgets about it at some point.
Uh, these writers, man, these writers, they're always fumbling somewhere.
Well, I mean, but again, I don't hold it against him because I mean, this was a web novel.
Yeah.
This was a dude. This was a dude like me. He's much younger, but this was a dude like me who just likes to write, who just went on and started writing shit. So
Yeah.
good on him. You know. Although, granted, by the time it made it into print, they should have changed some shit. The editor should have been on him, but what are you gonna do?
Editor should have been like, yeah, this part's fucking stupid.
But it's only stupid that he forgot about it. It could have been cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know. I don't know. That's me griping. Literally, I love this show so much. It's the only thing I can gripe about.
Yeah.
It's the only thing.
Hell yeah.
I can't wait to see the ass classes, dude. I cannot wait to see them going.
I have no doubt that it's gonna be fucking awesome, man.
Having his girlfriend come in, I like her a lot. Hunter Cha, she's cool.
Hell yeah. And hot.
Yeah, bro, man. And hot, yeah. Totally, man. He's like, but again, she's underused. That's really, I guess, my whole the stuff. He introduces all this interesting stuff, and then he just like rushes past it to give this like big explosive ending, which of course is great, but missed a couple things. She's one of them. Her characters, you'll see.
Yeah.
All right, man. I think I've said enough. Soul Leveling is action packed. The art's really good. The animation is fucking fantastic. What is not to like about Soul Leveling? Everybody should watch Soul Leveling. If you haven't, why are you listening to me? Fucking watch Soul Leveling.
Yeah, that shit is so awesome, so beautiful. And hey, read the manga while you're at it, because that shit is beautiful too. And I gotta. Oh, actually, one last thing I can add quick. I read the I started reading the manhwa, and I stopped reading it. I stopped reading it because I thought it was boring. And little did I know that right as I stopped reading it was right before the part where it got interesting. And I saw that when I watched the movie. So if you start reading and you're like, okay, this is the same thing over and over again, keep reading. It gets better, I promise. And definitely watch it because it's fucking sick. So
I want to say something about what you just said
yeah,
because it is the same thing over and over again, intentionally.
yeah,
Because he starts off so goddamn low, and like I
mm,
say, these S classes are literally city destroying monsters. He needs to get to their level.
yeah,
So everything we're seeing him do now, like by the time he gets to Jeju Island, he's like, haha, S class.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So like that's why it's been like that.
yeah. But
So.
no, that the whole system thing intrigued me for sure in the movie. That was like what was like. I gotta keep watching
And that's
this.
man, that's one of the good things about Soul Leveling too. Like it has an ending. It doesn't go on for 20 volumes. You know what I mean? It does end, and it does provide answers. We found out exactly what that system is, and who is talking to him and makes him level up and stuff.
Yeah,
So that's cool because you don't always get clear answers in this shit.
yeah, hell yeah. So if you want some action-packed goodness with at least a solid ending, solo leveling's the way to go for sure.
Mm. I wouldn't call it a solid ending, but I would say you
It
get
gives
answers.
answers. It gives answers. Poor bro. Endings. Endings are always the hardest fucking thing nowadays.
And I get it. It's hard to end a story. Like it's every story has been told before. You have to do something a little different.
Yeah.
What is it? It's just hard. You got to pull it out of your ass.
Yeah.
Writing is magic, right? Nothing's out of this pen until I write it.
Yeah.
Magic, bro.
Hell yeah. Shout out to all the
I should
writers
shout
out
out the
there.
author, but I forgot his name. Oh wait, hang on. Original story by Chugang.
Show the people. Show the people.
Can you see?
No. I could kind of see.
I didn't think you could, but you said it, so. Well, I say, like, share, subscribe.
Peace.
Horizon out.
Ticone out. Bye, guys.